Welcome to week 5 of the Tim and Chuck High School Football Show presented by Batt and Stevens. We are here on location at Frickers as always, and let's give a big thank you to the Holgate Band. I think it's the first time a band's ever introduced us, Chuck.
Yeah, that's right. The best darn band in Henry County.
How about?
So the Tigers and the Wildcats better step up.
How about
and
that?
The Patriots.
Yeah. So let's start the show off, Chuck, with a little bit of fun. Okay. We're going to show a clip of Tenora running through the banner. Haven't we talked about banners before?
We've talked about banners before, and I always say, even in the GMC, the banners will hit you. But I think some words to live by here, Tim. Hold on loosely, but don't let go.
But don't let go, yeah. I think the cheerleader on the left, I don't know if it hit her in the head or if she was just upset that she let go of it, but she was holding on to her head. Yep. But how about the cheerleader on the right, Chuck?
Holding on, man. Holding on for dear life.
For dear life.
That's right.
We have to give her props.
That's right.
That was impressive. All right, Chuck. Let's hop into the games right away this week. We've got Akersville at Wayne Trace, a GMC matchup you know a little bit something about. Akersville, 4-0, 1-0. Wayne Trace comes in 3-1, 1-0. Let's talk about this matchup.
Yeah, you know, it's we're going over to Paulding County taking on the Raiders, and when you look at Wayne Trace, you look at their offense, you know, year in, year out, they've got the high potency offense, and this year's no different. You got Tyler the Big Showalter. I mean, he's their quarterback. He's throwing it about 20-25 times a game, and he's running it 20-25 times a game, and he's deadly with his arm and his legs. So to limit the Raiders' offense, you really got to try to slow him down.
He's passed for 950 and 12 TDs, 600 rushing yards, 11 TDs. Oh, hello.
Hi, guys.
Megan, thank you very much.
You're welcome, enjoy.
Well, he's not the only weapon they have, Chuck. Riley Moore, Noah Stoller, they're leading the defense, but you got David Sin, 25 catches and 8 TDs.
Yeah, you know, and he does a nice job on the jailbreak screens, getting it deep. They can hit you from so many different angles with that offense. And defensively, they got just some great athletes. They'll load up the box, man up out wide, play a little bit of zone, but they want, you know, you're going to have to beat their athletes. And they've got athletes across the board.
Well, how about the other side, Chuck? Let's talk Akersville offense in this game.
Yeah, you know, you look at our offense, you got Dawson Dales, who does a phenomenal job at quarterback and running back, depending on where we're putting him at. Hunter Stark, you know, Hans, he's running really aggressively this year, which is great, and he's got some good speed. And then you add in guys like Bray Martin, Jacob Miller, Mikey McGuire, and it just makes us have more weapons too, and hopefully it'll be an athlete show on Friday night. Yeah. Who's got the best athletes?
Well, Dawson Dales, you mentioned him, Chuck. 400 rushing yards, 3 TDs. He's passed for 5. He talked about Stark, 300 rushing yards, 4 TDs, and Dawson Dales and Jake Lamb lead the defense.
Yeah, you know, you look at those guys. Dawson's our Mike linebacker, just a sophomore, but he doesn't play like a sophomore. Very football intelligent, and Jake Lamb is one of those guys. He'll do whatever you ask him to do, and he'll give it his all. So Jake is just a big contributor for our defense and gets it done.
Should be a good one. Good one. Now let's go over to the NL, Chuck. We've got Perrysburg coming to Napoleon. Perrysburg 4-0, 1-0. Napoleon 4-0, 1-0. Perrysburg ranked number 4 in the state in Division II, defending NL champs. Yeah. They've won 13 of 14 league games. Their last league loss, 2012, to Napoleon in overtime, 35-34. And they come in with Gus Dimmerling. He's driving the bus, the quarterback. He's rushed for 550 and 6 TDs, thrown for 810 TDs. Napoleon's defense is going to be challenged.
Yeah, you know, and it goes back to the old saying, to be the champ, you got to beat the champ. You know, so Napoleon is one of those top-tier teams in that league, but the top-tier team in that league is Perrysburg, and to be up top, you got to take them down.
Well, Napoleon comes in. They're ranked 14th in the state in Division III, Chuck. Caleb Baldridge, 400 rushing yards, 4 TDs. Blake Dunbar's thrown for 711, rushed for a couple TDs. Michael Gilliland, 16 catches and 7 TDs. Wow. He's putting up numbers. Yeah. And you got Baldridge and Clayton Eichholt leading the team in tackles.
Yeah, and that's great. You know, you look at Napoleon's offense. Very balanced attack, and it's hard for defense to stop you. You want to try to limit them, but who are you going to limit? Where are you going to stop? You're going to try to stop the rush game or the pass game. And the Wildcats and Coach Strock doing a great job of balancing things out. Yeah,
that win over Defiance has really catapulted them. That should be a good one too.
Yeah, you know, we talked about that going into week 1. The winner of that week 1 game, Defiance and Napoleon, for whatever reason, you win that game, good things come down the road. It just gives you that much more confidence going into weeks 2 through 10.
All right, well, let's take a break right now. We'll be right back.
Did you know that you can have complete access to stories, pictures, and the e-edition at Crescent-News.com for just $7 a month?
Become an online subscriber to Crescent-News.com now.
by calling me, Abby, at 419-784-5441, extension 233, or visiting the Crescent News online subscribe section on the top right corner of our homepage.
Hi, my name is Megan from Frickers, and I want to tell you guys to watch the Tim and Chuck High School Football Show every day on CrescentNews.com.
It's time for what they call the Rose Insurance Collisions of the Week. What do they say about that, Chuck?
The plural collisions this week, and you know what? No matter what name, there's nothing like the Rose Insurance Collisions of the Week.
Well, tell me about the collisions, Chuck.
I'm going to tell you about the collisions, Timmy. Coming from that Tenora-Holgate game, you've got big boy Casey Helton, a big 275-pounder, doing a great job of getting downfield and handing out the pancakes. Somebody better have brought some syrup packets because he put it on Abel Courser downfield, allowing another Tenora touchdown.
Well, it doesn't end there, Chuck. You can't keep Abel Courser down. Let's talk about what he did later in the game.
Exactly, you know. Abel Courser, just a 140-pounder, playing his DB spot. But on this next one, he comes up, lays a lick on it, and we like to call it biting the football. You put your helmet right on the football. He does it, stops a touchdown this time, right as the Tenora running back is heading into the end zone.
Yeah, Holgate jumps on it, like you said, recovers the fumble.
Safety, bite the ball, baby.
And those are the Rose Insurance Collisions of the Week. And it's time for the Staff Mark Play of the Week from the same game. We've got Holgate punter Dylan Zabo punting the ball downfield to Nathan Dravis. Takes the ball in the left hash, goes right, gets a great block from Alex Hinojosa, cuts upfield. Next thing you know, 52 yards later, touchdown Tenora.
To the house.
To the house. First score of the game. Tenora goes on to roll 57-0. That is our Staff Mark Play of the Week.
Play of the Week.
Well, let's talk about Ethan. Ethan Matson, our videographer.
Where's Ethan going to be?
Well, I think we will find him at the Akersville and Wayne Trace game this week, Chuck. He might even get some footage of you.
Oh no, I got a face for radio. He doesn't want any video of me.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, not hopefully. We know he will get some good stuff for us.
Yeah, Ethan does an awesome job.
Keep it up, Ethan. All right. As always, we'd like to tell you, don't forget to check out www.crescent-news every Friday night for football scores, game stories late Friday and on Saturday. They will be there. As always, check out our Facebook page, the Tim and Chuck High School Football Show. We're on Twitter.
Yep.
And we would like to thank our sponsors, our title sponsor, Batt & Stevens Body Shop, Frickers, Rose Insurance, and of course, Staff Mark.
Yep. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
We will be back for week 6, Chuck. We'll be past the halfway point. We'll have to maybe talk about the season's at the halfway mark next week. And when
playoffs?
Oh, he went there. He went there. We'll preview the big matchups. We'll see you then.